Hello followers. Today we are going to see the topic PLSQL Composite Data Type. So in the PLSQL Composite Data Types, we are going to see record, table, PLSQL table, VARRAY and nested table. These are the composite data type. We are going to cover it. Okay. Just I will show first what are the PLSQL data types we have. Say scalar data types, it store single column value. These are the scalar data type. Okay. Log data type. So it's we want to store GP of data, then we can go with this lob data types. Okay, it support lob data type also. When you are getting the long string, those time you use this. Reference data type, it's cursor data types. Okay, while discussing cursor topic, I will give more about this. Now we are going to see this one, this part, composite data types. Okay. So array. So array it's a fixed capacity. So hard code upper limit. Okay, it's a fixed size. Okay, we can't extend it. So it's fixed in size. Okay, that is array. Elements of record. What we do based on our uh, business need, we can create our record type from multiple uh, column with a different data type or from multiple table also we can create this. Okay, that's the way we can create record. Element type table, it's called associative array. So it's stored in the um, uh, index with the value. Okay, there's a key value pair. Okay, that's what we say. It's very fast for memory lookup caching. Okay, what happened? We index normally we use integers, right, for V array and nested table, but here this associate array we can give the index value string also. Okay, so just I am giving quick summary. So record type is fixed structure, name in the fields. Okay, and it's storing the single data row or heterogeneous data in the bundle. Okay, single row or we can give a bundle of rows also. Associate array, it's unbounded. Okay, it's the key type. It's string or integer. It can be string or integer, and it's fast in memory lookup cache. Okay, nested table, it's dynamic, so unbounded. Okay, and integer. The key is integer only. So you want to store multiple column, multi-value column data. Okay. Then here VARRAY, it's founded and fixed mem. Okay. The max value is fixed. So the key is sequential only. So small fixed limit list you can use VARRAY. Okay. Uh, let's go with record data type. See record data type. No, in the what we do, we this is the syntax of record data type. Type name is record, within the brackets whatever the column we need, whatever the variable we need, then those variable with the data type we can create it and we can create a reference of this record type. So then this variable ready to hold these three uh, column data, variable data. Okay, that's the way we create record type. Based on that we can create. So if we need two columns from one table, another three columns from other table. Those kind of time, what we do, we will create record type and we will create the instance. Then we will make use of it. Okay. Row type. This one is very important data type in PLSQL. So we can directly inherit whatever the data uh, type we have in one particular table. How the type for that particular column, right? Percentage row type, it's give, sorry, it's give complete table structure to this variable. So once we declare row type, its complete state table structure data type inherited to this variable. Then directly we can use this variable to store the data, whatever the data we needed from the particular table. Okay, that's the composite row type. Okay, associative array. So if you want to store with a uh, if you want to store in the data type with a key value with index. Then you can go for associative array. Okay, this is the syntax. Type name is table of varchar 2. Then you have to give index by PLSQL. You can give integer, or if you want to give the um, uh, varchar also, you can go for it, because it's allow both keys in number and character. Okay, that's the way the associative array works. Okay, then VARRAY. So VARRAY, it's fixed in size. So in the SQL itself, already we discussed. So it's a type name is VARRAY of number. Then it's ready to hold 5 values. Okay. So nested table. So it's dynamic collection. So this is the syntax. Type name is table of varchar 2. Then it's ready to hold the runtime, whatever the values we are giving. So using extend keyword, we can extend it and we can store it. Okay. So, and okay. So nested. Okay. If you we can use whatever the method Oracle given for the collections, we can use all those method. Then we can processing it. Okay. Just I used this last method to process it here. Okay. So here the examples using the string index storing. So associate array. So I am storing index by varchar2 of 30. So now the index value, instead of giving number, I am giving Scott, King, and assign the value. So this is the way we can give for um, string also in the associative array. Okay. I'm printing it. Okay. So let's begin with the uh, practical session. Okay. Let's So now I am creating one record type, and I am assigning the values to the record type, and I am printing it. So 3 values. So depends on your project. You can create here not only this one. You can create row type also. So that's the way we can create our user-defined data types. Okay. That's the next one is another example with this row type. Okay. So now we created a row type. So here just directly we are declaring it EMP table all the data type into this variable, and directly we are assigning it. So this is the composite row type example. So directly see whatever the values you need, directly we can fix it. Okay, print it. Okay. So this is row type. See, now I'm not declaring. So if they if they are altering the table, and if they are adding multiple column also, no issues. Okay. So just I'm taking just so only true. So its commission is null. That's why it's coming. So, and whatever learned in SQL, then you can use same thing. Okay. Uh, just I am putting if NVL, then I am putting the commission is null. Yes. Okay, this is number. I am converting the string. That's why NVL throwing error. Okay, so now number data type. So let's concatenate and show it. Okay, in conversion function you can use it. Instead of that, I will show it with uh, I'll whatever you learned in SQL, same thing you can use it and null value. Okay. So associative array, similar, right? So this is the associative array example. Okay, index by PLSQL. I am seeing two values. Using for loop, I am reading it. So I am printing it. Okay, so this is for VARRAY example. Just I declared a VARRAY and assigning values and using for loop, I am printing it. This value. Okay. Now just using the extend method, I am extending and I am assigning the value. So earlier I am assigning directly in the declarative part, right? Now I am using extend keyword and assigning it. So it depends on your need. You can go for it. Okay. If you want to assign it to declarative part or okay, nested table, I am just showing method count, extend, and last. These are the method I am using it. So table I am creating. Master table, then I am printing it. I'm checking in what is the count and what is the last value. So I'm extending it and adding it and deleting it and so exist, then I am printing it. So first count, this one is printing the count, the how many count, we have three first. Then I am extending and I am adding the fourth element 40. Then I am printing the last. So that's why it's printing the last element. Okay. Um, then so it's an index number. The index number, last index number, it's printing. Okay. So then I am deleting it. Okay. I am deleting the row 2. Okay. 2. Then number exists I. Then I am printing 40. So last element I am printing it. Okay. Okay. So whatever the method you want based on your business need, you can use it. Okay. Directly in the data type and dot that method you can call it out and you can use it. Okay. So associated array, this is the example with storing index key value with the string index. Okay, the example. So here this this one. So here we are storing with string index value. Okay, so that's the way we can use it. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, let me show some bulk processing as well. Example. Okay, we should. So see now I am on script. I am showing all the so one associative array, one nested table. I am saying three values, one V array. Okay, then I am adding one value to the associative array with the developer 85,000. Okay, then I am extending this one, this nested table, and I am adding it marketing and I am printing those values. So the single script I am showing all the collection types. Okay, so first I am printing this. Okay, salary the developer of $85,000, and here after extending what is the count, and I am printing the value. See, if you call with the index value, then it will print whatever the value assigned to that index. Okay, so just I am, this is the collection and the index number I am calling out and it's printing the, that's the way we can use it. Okay, this is for, okay. So just so so whenever we are doing the bulk processing, so that time we will use composite type and we will process it. Okay, let me show one bulk processing also. Okay, this I created one table type, and also always bulk collect we have to use the limit or else we will get some memory issues. Okay, so always use the limit. So I am putting 10,000 as a limit, and I am fetching. So cluster topic I will discuss. Now I am fetching directly from the source table all the records. Okay, example, see. So around 20 records we have. Okay, so record just so cursor I am opening. So cursor topic I will discuss with detailedly. So just for this variable. So at that time I am fetching all those record from this variable, first variable, and putting it here. So if we have millions of record, every fetch it will put 10,000 records into this variable. From this variable, just using normal route, we will process it. First, we will fetch from the SQL engine all the values and we will put it into PLSQL variable. From there, we will pick it up for our business processing. So, and the in that value in the memory, I am moving to process. So earlier, it's pending status. So I am moving to process. Then I am inserting into target table. So I have one more target table. In the target table, I am inserting all those variables. Okay, just check the target tables. So whenever you get the requirement, you want to process bulk records. Okay, so delete it first. Okay. Bulk record processing. Always go with composite data type with for all. Okay, that bulk collect with for all, it will be give better. Okay, I truncated the table. So this is the one. So it's empty. So that's a way we can do it. So just I will run it. Processing. So now, so it's processed and inserted. Okay, that's the way. So we don't see only 20 records, right? We don't see much difference. If in the real time, if you see the performance point of view, it will give high level of performance because what happened? Single sort, using only one context switch, okay, to SQL into PLSQL and get the data into PLSQL area, PGA. Then from there, it's processing. This insert also, it's a single sort. Okay, it's not multiple context switch. That's the way it will be very fast. Okay. That's what I want to share it. Okay, let's go with the interview questions. So, so interview questions, what is composite data types? So if you want to store multiple letter values, then in the multiple value in the single unit. Okay, you want to store multiple column value in the single variable, then you can go for composite data types. What are the difference composite data types in PLSQL? We have record, associative array, VARRAY, and nested. These are the four data types we have in composite data in PLSQL. What is record? Record is collection of fields with different data types stored together. Okay, it's user-defined data types, different data types stored together. Okay, associative array, it's key value collection indexed by integer or string. Okay, this is the associative array. Okay, what is VARRAY? VARRAY is fixed ordered collection with fixed number of elements. Okay, what is nested table? It's unordered collection with dynamic number of elements. Okay. What is difference between record and row type? Record type it's user defined. Row type is based on the existing table or cursor type. Okay, so it depends on the existing table row type. Record type it's user defined type. Okay, what is the difference between VARRAY and nested table? Fixed in maximum size and preserve order. but nested table is dynamically sized. Okay, it's a difference. What is the index? So index defines associated array using integer or string. Okay, index by its the index number. Okay, in the associated array, integer can be string or integer. Okay, what is the maximum size of VARRAY? So uh, so so whenever we're creating the maximum size, that time itself we will specify the maximum size of VARRAY. Okay, which collection supports sparse data? So associate array and nested table supports sparse data. So okay, sparse data means in between any gaps, memory holes are there. That one associate array only. Associated array and nested table allow. B array will not. Okay. So what is the difference between nested associate array, nested table, and V array? So associate array it's key based. Nested table is dynamic. B array is ordered collection and fixed maximum value. Okay. Based on so mostly interviews, this is the question always asked. Okay. Which collection is best for bulk collect? Nested table and associated. It's commonly used for bulk collect. Bulk collect we use for nested table and associated data. Okay. Which collection data can be stored in the database? Okay. Nested table and VARRAY it can be stored in the database. Okay. We can store it in SQL and we can use it. Okay. Associated we can't store it in the SQL. Okay. Database. Okay. Not. Scan record type can contain another yes. Inside the record type, we can use another record type also. Nested can be possible in the record type. What are the collection method in PLSQL? So these are the collection method: count, extend, delete, exist, first, last, next, prior, limit, and trim used to manage the collection. These are the collection method we used for collection. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you for viewing my channel. Please subscribe it. Please share it with your friends. Share your feedback, and it will motivate me to create more videos on SQL, PLSQL, and interview topics and performance tuning. Please subscribe it. Thank you.